Hi everyone, Beth here from Corner Piece Studio. Welcome back. If you're returning and if you're new here, welcome. I'm thrilled you're here. Yes, it's been a few days since I've been on and just been busy working, doing sewing jobs for people. So here I am back to what I really want to be doing is crafting along with you, creating things from paper and getting them into my journals and creating journals for people. So I'm back. Today I'm going to be creating these simple little pouch envelopes from this paper pad again. I love this Theodosia Square paper pad from the Paper Studio. Like I said, I think I got it from Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure. I go there when there's a 40% sale on their paper. So 40% off that makes it worthwhile. So my husband has asked me to create two pouches. They're going to need to be a little bit bigger than this. They're going to hold two tea bags, two of each of these. Peach rubios and hibiscus lemon lift. It's from a company called True Honey Teas. We met them at the local art festival, craft fair at the local fairgrounds. And they are from Lorton, Virginia. I am not sponsored by them or anything. We just really like their teas. TrueHoneyTeas.com is where we get these. These are absolutely wonderful, wonderful teas. They are all natural ingredients in them. So they're really good. So my husband wants to give two of each of these to somebody. So I need to create a pouch to fit them, and they're not irregular. Let me open it away from the camera so you're not picking up all that noise. They're not your regular size tea bags. They're this size, and they are so good. I wish you could smell this one. This one's the peach one. They are absolutely amazing. I'm doing a sun tea outside right now using the peach one and the hibiscus one. They are excellent in that. So what I did do is I tried two of the tea bags in this pouch, and they don't quite fit. This is from book page. I'm not going to use a book page. I'm going to use papers from here. See, they don't quite fit. I like the width. The width on this is, where's my ruler so you can see? The width on this one is 3.5 inches. I like the width. I might make it 4 inches, but the height is just not going to work. And the height on this, when it's closed, is like 4.25 inches. So I think I want to make it so it's 5 inches closed and 4 inches wide. So I need a piece of paper that is, let me get a little scratch note here, because otherwise I might forget. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to bump the camera. Okay, finished. I want it to be 4 by 5. So that means this paper, going to double the 4 because it's folded to the back and overlaps about 1/2 inch. So this needs to be 8.5. If I want that by 5, I have an inch foldage on the bottom and the top total. So if I want that 5, it's got to be 6. 5, so it needs to be 6. So it needs to be 6 inches tall. Okay. So I have my paper. My husband has chosen 2 pieces. They both have to go into their own pouch because they're 2 different flavors of tea, and they will just intermingle and just won't be right. Won't be right. Okay, so I need 8.5 inches wide and 6 inches. Okay, let me get my cutter here. So I hope that everybody's doing well. We're doing pretty well here. Got family moving all over the place. Got a grandchild going to college, going to Western Connecticut. And my son and family are moving from Detroit. I'm in New York. So they're moving from Detroit to Salt Lake City, Utah. So that's quite the move. Okay, so I'm measuring the height right now. And he's in the Coast Guard, so he gets moved around every so often. I'm doing both papers at the same time. So I'm cutting it at 6 inches high. Save this. I'm going to save this because I might use pieces to embellish the other one a little bit. Oops, I'm not done with that. And I want 8.5 inches wide. Now, which piece of this, what do I want on here? Alright, so we'll try and do it so that is to the front. Okay. I want that. So 8.5. You have to, if you're using paper that has a pattern on it, you need to look. Can you hold just a minute, please? Sorry, I had to step away. My husband is mowing the lawn. So I needed to close things up. Close my window, close my door. He's coming around to my side of the house now. He's not out front anymore. Alright, so now I'm cutting this at 8.5 inches wide. And like I was saying, look at your papers and see what parts of it you want on your envelope. Because this is what part I'm going to save for embellishments. This is too big. What parts of your design you want on your envelope. See, this envelope I folded right to the middle in the back. I'm not going to do that with these. See, there's a cute little bird on this one. So this is going to be folded a little more off to the side where the closure will be just past the edge. Alright, so there's the bird. Let me just do a score mark. There's 8.5. I guess I will, let's see, 7.5 brings it to there, to the bird. 7 3/4 brings the bird almost to the edge. Because I wanted a little past the edge. I don't want the fold right on the edge. So this is going to be a little past. That's going in like that. And then this will fold to here. So wherever 4 inches is perfect, right to there. That'll fold right to there. Go to the middle and then work your way out. You always plant it in the middle first. There we go. So there's that. And he's going to be right at the top. He's going to end up being right at the top. Excellent. Okay, this one. I guess I'm going to do the same thing. If I turn it this way, it's like that. But if I do this, I'll have that to the front. Okay, so let me do it this way. 7 3/4 I did. Okay, so it's a little more past on the back. Okay, so I'm trying to get those flowers. Alright, so it's going to be more towards the front. 4 inches. Alright, my seam is going to be on the front this time. because I want these on the front. So let me score that a little shorter. Let me go 8. There we go. 8 inches there. That's better. Because then there's less. That's better. See that? See the difference there? That's better. It's there, but it's not. And then press to the middle and to the top and bottom. Okay, so we have the form of our little pouch. All right, I'm going to try and do this a little quickly so I'm not on here for a whole long period of time. All right, so right now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches. So I want to fold, that's the front. So I want to fold that up about a 1/2 inch. And these are don't have to be perfect on the numbers. They really don't. They don't have to be perfect. Okay, and then that's that one. Now let's do the same here. And find my 1/2 inch line right there. Okay. There we go. Okay. We had a couple little snips to make on this. All right, so want that. Let's see. Square it off, make it come to the front. There we go. There's that one. That one's that way. Put this here. And some little folds to the front. There we go. Oh, that'll be pretty. That doily that's on the paper will just peek out from underneath. And this is going to get cut off, so we don't need to worry about that. Okay, so open. You got all your folds. Okay, so I'm going to take a pencil. Where'd my pencil go? Here it is. I'm going to put an X on what I want to get rid of. I want to get rid of this. I want to get rid of this little piece. Okay, now my back. That stays up. I want to get rid of this. And that's it. This has to get glued to there. Okay, so you open up and you cut your pieces that you're going to remove. So I'm going to start with this little one here. That's off. That's removed, and I'm going to remove this. Just going to clip up to the fold line. And I'm removing them because they make it more bulky. Now, that's the top. So what you can do, it's up to you. Me, I like to just clip my edges at an angle. There's one, and there's 2. So my corners are at an angle. This is going under. That'll go under. There's my top. And look at that. Isn't that cute with the doily thing hanging out? Okay, now it's time to cut the bottom. So I'm going to cut into here and to here. And then I'm going to remove this piece. Okay, so that gets folded in. That goes up. Now I want to glue first before I clip those corners because I have this little piece that has to get glued to here. Okay, so let's get all the scraps up out of the way. I'm going to get a little bead of glue here. I'm going to use my art glitter glue because it holds, and being that it's not staying with me, I want it to hold for a while. I don't want it to come apart on the person receiving this. Okay, so I'm going to see this and see that that's going to get folded up. So I'm not putting glue there. Yes I am. I'm putting glue the whole length of the side. Come on. Come on. There we go. The hole. And I need to poke a hole. So I'm sorry if you can hear my husband out back with the lawnmower. Sorry about that. Alright, here we go. There it is. There it is. There's the glue right down to the edge. So I'm going to make sure this is up. Fold this in because that's what it's getting adhered to. And I'm going to gently glue it down. There we go. See, there's baby cloths. Baby washcloths are amazing for this. They really are. Now I will take my scissors and trim my angle, because now I have it to where I want it. Alright, and then I'm going to put a little glue on this one because this is the bottom. I'm going to put that on and press it. And there you have it. There's the pouch. There's the pouch. So let's see. It should hold these two very nicely. And look at that, they do. It does. And then I can clip it shut. And what I'll do is I'm going to use some baker's twine and tie the two of them together. Okay, perfect. We got one done. I'll run through this other one real quick. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. So we need to mark what's coming off. Where's the top? Okay, this is the top. Is it? Yes, there's the top. There's my bird. All right, pencil. All right, I threw away the pencil. There it is. I threw away my pencil. Got to cut that off. And then turn this over. I'm going to cut this and that. Okay, open it up. Those pieces, you don't want them there because they will be in the way. They make it too bulky and they also hang out. So you don't want it to hang out. Cutting the edge up to my score mark and cutting that out. Now turn this around. I'm going to cut this little corner piece. And I'm going to cut this piece over here. And there. Okay, so that's the bottom. I'm going to cut my bottom angle. So I'm going to glue the sides and the bottom. I will do the top one afterwards because I need to glue that piece to it. So that's going to get glued to it like so. Alright, let's get some glue. Run the glue along here. Hope you're all having a good weekend. We are having an absolutely beautiful weekend. Keep the people out in California in your thoughts and prayers. They are going to have quite the time of it with a tropical storm. They're not used to having stuff like that. So just make sure you don't glue your pieces to each other on the inside. That works. Let me glue my bottom edge together here, and then we'll clip the top. yeah, they're going to get hit with a tropical storm. At least it's not a hurricane now like it was. And there's no air masses to blow the storm away. The air blows towards them, so it's coming to them no matter what. Okay, so that way and that way. There we go. So now I have my 2 envelopes. And now comes a time where you pull in your little doodads that you might have. I have a little scrap bowl here that I have from when I was getting ready for the craft fair. All little stuffs that I took off it. So there's some things in here that I was thinking of using. I see I have, it's not what I thought it was. I have a little bit of a lace that I could put on the top of the envelope. Because this is my front. This is my front. I know that also looks like a front, but it's two-sided. It's two-sided. It can be either way. So let's see. Want some of that with the doily? What do you think? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go offline for now and work on these. And when they're done, I will post it to my community page. So I'm going to put it to the community page once it's done. All right. So for now, we made 2 little pouches out of 12 by 12 paper. I used, my measurement was for a 4 by 5 envelope. This is 4 by 5 finished. There you go, 4 by 5 finished. You need an 8.5 by 6 inch piece of paper. You can use cardstock. Just make sure you score your folds before you make your folds. I didn't need anything that heavy for this. This did not need to be heavy like that. So it's totally up to you what you would like to do. So for now, here we are. There are 2 little envelopes that are going to hold some tea bags for a friend of ours. So you all have a great weekend. If you like what you saw here and you want to see more, please like and subscribe. Hitting that like button really helps my algorithm and is very much appreciated. Oh, before we go, I just want to tell you that I am so close to my 500 viewers. I have 10 more subscribers to go. Once that hits,